Hello viewer, if you have stumbled onto this video, I am currently doing a video game review on Red Dead Redemption 2. If you don't know what Red Dead Redemption 2 is, it is an open world Wild Western set game where you play as a character named Arthur Morgan. As Arthur, you get to play out the story as a gunslinger within a group containing Dutch Van der Linde, John Marston, Micah Bell, etc. You'll be faced with challenges throughout the story such as shootouts, bank robberies, and some train hijackings. Now, without further ado, let's go on and start with the ratings. Let's go ahead and start with the story. For this, I'm not going to say too much about this because if you haven't played through the main story of this game yet, I highly recommend you do. It is the most phenomenal thing. It would be best if you experience it yourself without me telling what goes on in the story. Personally, I believe it is one of the best stories in all of gaming. Personally, that's just me. I'm not saying that's not a fact. I'm just saying it's an opinion. Alright, calm down. So for that, I'm going to give it a 5 out of 5. Now let's head on to the graphics. Personally, when I played through the story of this game, I played on an Xbox Series S. I believe that this game would look great on both computer and PlayStation 2. The graphics can be very easily be compared to real life with how your surroundings, the horses, people, towns, nature, basically everything look. For that, I'm going to give the graphics a 4.5 out of 5. Why am I not giving it a perfect score? Well, you can obviously tell it's not real life, so that's why it's not a perfect score. I don't have much to say about this one except that the music fits very well into the setting of this game. Most of what I have heard throughout the story, and even just riding my horse. The music is what you would imagine as a very Wild Western kind of theme, and I should state that the music is used very necessarily throughout the game in what you would be doing. So for that, I'm going to give it a 5 out of 5. Now, moving on here with complexity, I really believe that this game is very, very complex. But not in the way that you would be thinking how complexity in video games would be. I'm saying that the complexity in this game is with, like, you can do so much in it. Like, side missions, customize your camp, even just interacting with your gang. I think that's, like, very complex. There's, like, way more you can do. Like, I just stated off, like, the surface level of it. It's, like, almost like an infinite number of things you could do with that. That's one of the things I really like about this game when I played it. It's glazing! Anyway. For that, I'm going to give the complexity a 4 out of 5. Now, we're moving on to combat. For me, I think the combat is very fun and easy to get used to. Because, well, fucking focus! Please! Now, we're moving on to combat. For me, I think that the combat is very fun and easy to get used to because, well, you're shooting, using the gun, mainly. But there's one thing that separates this from other shooter games. It's what's called a Deadeye. Once you activate Deadeye, time basically slows down around you, and it makes it easier for you to shoot the enemy before they shoot you. It's almost like catching up with Arthur's gunslinger reflexes. So for combat, I'm going to give it a 4 out of 5. Now, the last one, replayability. There is a certain thing with this game that brings the score up very high for this rating, and it's called Red Dead Online. Now, me personally, I have not played the online multiplayer, but I have seen a few videos of other people playing it, and for me, it just looks like they're having a lot of fun with it, so I'm just going to bring it up to a 5. I know I'm bringing it up high, even though I haven't played the online multiplayer. Grow up. Now, the moment of truth, the final score. With all the calculating I've done, all the tedious calculating I've done, I am going to give it a 4.58 out of 5. I feel very satisfied with this rating, so I'm just going to leave it there. Thank you guys for watching. Bye-bye!